Hi everybody, hi first graders, it's Mrs. Rubel, and I'm learning something new today because I'm making my very first video. But I wanted to give it a try and let you know that, oh my goodness, I miss you guys so much. I miss coming into school and seeing your faces. It's been fun to hear from some of you via email or talking to you on the phone. I love it when you send me pictures and you let me know what's going on. So thank you for communicating, and I hope all of you are well and safe. But I told you I would do a video today about the work that I gave you on Wednesday about shapes. So some of you sent me some of your thoughts on the problems that we did. So I wanted to share just a couple. I know that on Wednesday, one of the problems I sent you had to do with a square and a circle and a triangle. And each of those shapes was given a value. So the square was 5 cents, just kind of like a nickel. A circle is 2 cents, and we don't have a coin that's worth 2 cents. But for our problem, the circle is 2 cents, and the triangle is worth 1 cent, kind of like a penny. So if we had to use those shapes and put the shapes together to make something that's worth 14 cents, how would you do it? And so here were two answers that some of you shared with me, so I thought I would share them with you. And I know there are more answers, so maybe you came up with some more answers than these. One of those answers were to take a square plus a square plus a circle plus a circle, which would be 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. And when I'm thinking, how could I add that? I'm going, whoa, I see some doubles here. If I put my two 5s together, I get 10. And if I put my two 2 cents together, I get 4. So if I do 10 plus 4, I get 14. And because it's cents, I'll put my cent sign there. So that's one answer you could have come up with. Another answer that I saw I thought was pretty smart. Someone decided to use a subtraction in there. So this one was, they said, oh, we could do square plus square plus square, and then take away a triangle. And what that would be 5 plus 5 plus 5. And if you put 5, 5, and 5 together, 5 and 5 is 10, and 5 more is 15. So that would be 15, and then take away 1, because our triangle is worth 1 cent. And when you take 15 minus 1, you get 14. So we would have 14 cents if we did it that way. So those are two answers you could have come up with. Some of you, there were a lot of different ones, and I know you could see how many you could come up with and let me know. Another problem that I gave you is which one doesn't belong. And for that problem, I'll put this up here. I gave you something that looked like this, and you had 4 shapes, and I said, if you had to pick a shape in this picture and say one of these pictures doesn't belong, which one would you pick and why? And I got several answers, because this is one of those fun things where you can be right if you pick any of these shapes, because if you picked this shape right here, you could say this one doesn't belong because it's shaded in. This is a gray shape and the rest of the shapes are white. You could have also said, I pick this shape because this shape has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. The rest of the shapes, their sides are all the same length. This has 4 equal sides. These sides are all the same length, and these sides are all the same length. Another way you could have thought about it is, I pick this one because this shape right here, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides or edges. The rest of the shapes, they each just have 4 edges, 4 edges, 4 edges, or 4 sides. They're all quadrilaterals, but this one is not. It's a 5-sided shape called a pentagon. And you also could have picked this shape Because you could have said, you know what? This is the only shape that's resting on a vertice. See, this one is standing on its vertice. These shapes, a vertice is a corner. It's standing on its corner. The rest of these shapes are sitting on an edge or a side. Sitting on an edge, sitting on an edge, sitting on an edge. This is the only one that is sitting on a vertice. So, depending on how you think about it, you can pick a different shape. The last thing I guess I want to tell you is, since it's Friday, you have a weekend and then a spring break. And so you don't have any homework over the next week, but I want you to be thinking about all the ways that you see math in the world around you, because every day we use math even when we don't know it. When we're baking and following a recipe, when we're playing games and we're counting, when we're comparing things or saying, you have more, you have less, this is taller, this is shorter. Math happens all the time. So think about ways that you see math during your spring break. And if you think about it, send me an email and tell me one way you saw math in your world. The last thing I want to say is, normally on Fridays, we do a sing-along, right, with all the first graders. And Mrs. Welch, she did a sing-along video song for us. And so I'm also going to put that link in the email to you today. So enjoy singing The Hungry Little Worm. And I hope you enjoyed seeing my face. I hope you enjoyed thinking about math. Have a great spring break. Take care of yourselves and find math somewhere in your world. Bye.